Okay. So good morning to everyone. So today we will start the topic of the token bucket algorithm. So previously we have seen the algorithm of the leaky bucket algorithm. Now today we will see the topic of token bucket algorithm. Now same as that token bucket algorithm is also used for traffic shaping. So what we have seen in the leaky bucket algorithm that it is used for the traffic shaping. Same as that for token bucket also, token bucket algorithm is used for traffic shaping. Now, what is the purpose of the token bucket algorithm using of this token bucket algorithm? Now, it allows the busty traffic at a regulated maximum rate. It allows the busty traffic at regulated maximum rate. That means in the time of the outflow, we can take busty flow of data. In case of leaky bucket algorithm, we have seen what we have converted the busty flow of data into the constant flow of into the constant rate of data. What we have done in the what we have done in the leaky bucket algorithm, that we have taken a busty traffic, and this busty traffic is converted using the leaky bucket algorithm to the constant flow traffic. We have done that. But in this token bucket algorithm, what we do, it means that in the time out of the flow, we can take busty flow of data. In case of leaky bucket, we cannot take when the output is produced. That means after doing the leaky bucket algorithm, after using the leaky bucket algorithm, this busty traffic is converted into the constant flow of traffic. But in case of token bucket, we can take busty flow of data. We can take the busty flow of data. Now the time. Now why this is used? Now the time when the host was ideal. That means when the host was ideal, it is not used properly in case of leaky bucket. But in case of token bucket, when the host was sitting ideal, the bandwidth can be used effectively. So this is our differences. That in case of leaky bucket, which in case of leaky bucket, when the host is ideal, then the host was ideal, we cannot use properly when the host was ideal. But in case of token bucket, when the host was sitting ideal, the particular bandwidth can be used effectively. Here the concept is basically over the token. So the concept is basically based on the token. So how it can be done? With example, we can see it with an example. Let's say there is a bucket. Let's say in case of leaky bucket, there will be a bucket present like this. So there will be like this a bucket present. Now let's say there is a bucket and the tokens are added into it. Now in this there is a bucket placed, and in this bucket the tokens are added. One by one the tokens are added. Now when a packet is processed, when a packet will be processed, a token go outside. When a packet will be processed, the token will go outside. So in this bucket, in this bucket, we have added the token one by one. And when the packet is processed, when the packet will be processed, the token go outside. That means at every time tick, a token is added into the bucket. That means every time period, let's say in every time period, a token is added into the bucket. One by one, the tokens are added into the bucket. Now the rate in which the token is removed can vary. That means the token, whatever the token are used, the tokens will be added into the bucket one by one. So the tokens will be added one by one. Now let's say there is a bucket placed and the tokens are added into it one by one. And when the packet will be processed, when a packet will be processed, these tokens are removed from the bucket. That is, remove one token. That means if you, let's see in the diagram, if you see that the tokens are added one by one into this bucket and the tokens are removed, you see, remove one token and discard for each packet transmitted. That means for each packet transmission, for each packet processing, a particular one token is discarded from the bucket. So this is the concept of the token bucket. Now let's say we have a bucket like this. Let's say we have a bucket like this and we have our 5 tokens present. We have only 5 tokens into it. Now that means what? One by one, the tokens will be added into the bucket. Now one by one, the tokens will be added into the bucket. Let's say there is a signal is coming. Let's say like for the 2 seconds, the speed of this is 10 Mbps. So let's say a signal is coming and for 2 seconds, its bandwidth is 10 Mbps. So now that means what? This signal has to be passed through this token bucket. This signal has to be passed through this token bucket. Now we have 5 tokens. Now let's say we have 5 tokens placed. Now these 5 tokens, what we can do? Now we have 5 tokens. Either we can remove each token per time period. That means what I have said, that when a packet will be processed, a token will go outside with this packet. That is the main funda of this. So that means what? When the packet will be in this, the signal is passed to the token bucket and this signal is what? For 2 seconds, the speed of the signal is 10 Mbps. So now we have 5 tokens placed in the bucket. We have 5 tokens placed in the bucket. Now we can remove each token per time period. So that means we can remove each token per time period. This can possible, or either in the first time period, we can take all the tokens outside. That means to remove the tokens from the bucket, we can take 5 seconds because per second, 1 token will be removed. That is also possible. Or it can be possible that in 1 time period or 1 second, all these 5 tokens we have removed from the bucket. This is also possible. Now let's say we have taken together, we can remove all token together in the first second. That means all the 5 tokens which are placed in the bucket are removed from the bucket, at the first second. Now when all the tokens get discarded, it will works like a leaky bucket. So if all the tokens will go outside in the first second, then it will work as the leaky bucket. That means you see in the output signal, it will look like this. In the output signal, it will look like this. That in first second, you see, in the first second, all 5 tokens are removed. So let's say the signal is what? The signal is of 10 Mbps speed. So that means in the first second, all the tokens are removed. All the tokens are removed in the first second. So that means we are saying that, let's say, from 0 to 1 second, all the tokens are removed. And this time, the speed of the signal is 5 Mbps. Now, when all the tokens are removed from the bucket, on the first second, when all the tokens are removed from the bucket, after that, what? The signal will be of the constant flow of data, because all the tokens are removed. Now, after removing all the tokens, what we have said, it will work like the leaky bucket. And leaky bucket means what? Leaky bucket means constant flow of data. So in the first second, what we have done, we have removed all the tokens, the 5 tokens that are placed on the bucket, all are removed in the first second. So that means we are saying the signal speed of 10 Mbps, the signal speed, the which we have taken, its speed is of 10 Mbps. Now all the 5 tokens which are placed in the bucket are removed at once. That means in the first second, it is all removed. So that means what? It will let's say that for 0 to 1 second, the speed will be 5 Mbps. And after completing the 5 Mbps, then it will become the constant flow of data, because when all the tokens are removed from the bucket, it will work like the leaky bucket algorithm. So this is all about our token bucket algorithm. That means one token will be arrived and one token is removed. So here main concept is based on the token, that the tokens will be added into the bucket, and when the packet will be processed, per packet, when the packet will be processed, with per packet a token will go outside. So this is the concept of the token bucket algorithm. Now you say that here you can see that what we have said in the token bucket algorithm definition, that in the time of outflow, we can take bursty flow of data. You see in this signal, when this output is produced, you see that here it is 5 Mbps speed. And after that, the constant flow of data. That means in the output, we can take the bursty flow of data also, which is not applicable in the leaky bucket algorithm. Because whenever we will apply the leaky bucket algorithm, then the bursty flow of data will be converted into the constant flow of data. But here you can see we have taken in the output flow that bursty data and also the constant flow of data, because in the first second all 5 tokens are removed. So that's why it is in this time the speed is maximum and it is of 5 Mbps speed. And after that, when all the tokens is removed, then the token bucket algorithm will work like the leaky bucket algorithm. That's why you see the constant flow of data. So this is the concept of the token bucket algorithm. Now, when the tokens in the token bucket, in which rate? Now, tokens in the token bucket, in which rate it can be used depends entirely on the system. That means in which rate we can use it. It is entirely dependent on the system and the parties involved in the transmission. So this is the token bucket algorithm concept. Now we will see the implementation of it. Now we will see the implementation, same as that we have seen in the leaky bucket algorithm. The implementation of the token bucket algorithm we will also see like this. Now the diagram is same like that. Here you can see first arrival, that means the packet will be arrived first, and it will check that the queue is full or not. It will be checked that the queue is full or not. If the queue is not full, then the packets will be added into the front end of the queue. But if the queue is full, then the packet will be what? The packet will be discarded. If the queue is full, then the packet will be discarded. But if the queue is not full, then the packet will be added into the front end of the queue. Now, after that, the packet is added into the queue, then we will apply the token bucket algorithm. Now, in this token bucket algorithm, what we will do, the processor will take one packet at a time. The same as that one packet will be taken by the processor at a time. Now, processor will process the packet. Now, the main thing will be happen that the processor will process the packet. That means processor will take one packet at a time, but the packet will be based on the processor will process the packet based on the tokens. That means based on the tokens, it will be processed. That means each token per tick will be added into the bucket. That means the token will be added into the bucket. Token will be added per tick, the token will be added into the bucket. And one token is removed, and that means when the processor will process the packet, in that time, what? A token will be removed from the bucket. That means one packet taken, one token taken. Then next packet taken, next token taken. So like this, that means per packet, a token is attached to the per packet. So each token per tick will be added into the bucket. So data flow in outward side of tokens used. So this is the concept of our token bucket algorithm. Clear? It is clear to everyone? Okay. So it is based on the token. This is the concept of token bucket. That basically now sometimes it is given, you have to write the token bucket difference between the token bucket algorithm and the leaky bucket algorithm. Sometimes it is given. So the basic difference is in the token bucket algorithm, it is of token dependent. But in the leaky bucket concept, there is no token concept present. That means the leaky bucket is of the token independent. Now, if the bucket is full, token is discarded, but not the packet. But in case of leaky bucket, if the bucket is full, then the packet is discarded. This concept should be in the mind that in case of bucket, in the case of token bucket, in the bucket, what we have stored in the bucket, the tokens we have stored. So that means when the bucket will be full, the token will be discarded. But in case of leaky bucket algorithm, if you remember, in the case of leaky bucket algorithm, what we have done in the leaky bucket algorithm, there is in the below, there is a hole, and from, if you see the concept that the packets are added into the bucket, and from hole, the packets are removed one at a time. So that means the constant flow of packet, or we can say the constant flow of packets are going outside from the leak in the bucket. So that means in the case of leaky bucket, the packets are discarded. But in the case of token bucket, what in the bucket, what we have stored? In the bucket, we have stored the tokens. And when a packet will be processed, with this packet, a token will be discarded, because with a packet, a token is attached. So this is the concept of the token bucket and leaky bucket. And the packets can only transmit when there are enough tokens. Now, if there is no token, then the packets cannot transmit. That means packets can only transmit when there are enough tokens. That is why I have said that one token is removed and discarded per cell. Now, processor can process, that is the mention, that processor can process the packet based on the tokens. Otherwise, it will not process it. So the packets can only transmit when there are enough tokens. And in the case of leaky bucket, there is no such concept of like this token. That means packet will be transmitted continuously. But in case of leaky bucket, if there is not enough token, then the packet cannot be processed. So the packet can only transmit when there are enough tokens. But in case of leaky bucket, packets are transmitted continuously. Now, for the token bucket, allows large burst to be sent at a faster rate. In case of, if you see in the token bucket, like in this example, you see what we have done, all the tokens at a time, we have removed all the tokens at a time. That means all the 5 tokens at a time, we have removed from the bucket. So that means at a time you see burst flow of data, and after it is completed, then the constant flow of data, then it will work at the like a leaky bucket algorithm. But in case of token bucket, this is the advantage. But in the case of leaky bucket, the constant flow of data will go out. So this will be a very much problem for sending the large burst of data. So token bucket is very much useful when the large burst to be sent at a faster rate. But in case of leaky bucket, it sends the packet at a constant rate. This is the difference, that in the leaky bucket, always the packet will be sent at a constant rate. And for the token bucket, saves token to send large burst. That means large burst of data, we have to save the token. If we cannot save the token, then we cannot send the large burst of data. But in case of leaky bucket, there is no such concept of token. The packets are transmitted continuously and the packets are processed by the processor. So this is the difference between the token bucket and the leaky bucket algorithm. Okay. So it is clear to everyone? समझ में आया सबको?
Yes.
Okay. So this is all about our traffic congestion, and in the traffic shaping, the two algorithms that is used in the traffic shaping, this is all about. So this, remember these two algorithms, because these two algorithms are very much important. That is the leaky bucket and the two algorithms are very much important for it in their exam. So now we will move our case of the IP addressing concept. So now we will move to the IP addressing concept. So for IP addressing concept, so there are two